Greetings, race fans and motorsports enthusiasts around the world. My name is Andrew Kim, and this is Retro Motor Vibes, where I highlight anniversary stories and break down motorsports events near and far. For today's audio episode, here is a full breakdown of this weekend's NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series and Craftsman Truck Series racing events at Rockingham Speedway. Without further ado, let's break these events down. Rockingham Speedway, aka The Rock, is a 0.94-mile D-shaped oval circuit in Rockingham, North Carolina. Having previously hosted NASCAR Cup Series races from 1965 to 2004, the track ceased from existence until the track was briefly revived by hosting two Craftsman Truck Series events for the first time ever, the first of which occurred in 2012 before returning once again in 2013. The track then did not host additional NASCAR activities until both the Truck and O'Reilly divisions returned this past season in 2025 during Easter weekend in mid-April. Like last year, Rockingham Speedway returned this season by hosting a Truck and O'Reilly doubleheader feature event on Easter weekend in early April, while the Cup Series division entered an off-weekend period of racing. The action started on Friday, April 3rd, where a Truck Series raced at Rockingham. The event's lineup was determined through a single truck, single round qualifying session where all of the entered competitors cycled around the Rock once to post the fastest lap amongst one another. The pole winner was Jake Garcia, who achieved his fifth career pole at 154.570 miles per hour in 21.893 seconds. He shared the front row with Tanner Gray, the latter of whom qualified at 153.115 miles per hour in 22.101 seconds. The trucking hat at Rockingham, named the Black's Tire 200, spanned a total of 200 laps, with stage breaks occurring at lap 45 and 90 before the event's conclusion at lap 200. This event featured a total of 6 lead changes as a total of 4 competitors led at least a lap. In addition, there were 4 occurrences of cautions that spanned a total of 28 laps. Half of the cautions were due to the stage breaks. As for the other 2 cautions, the first one occurred on lap 60 when Adam Andretti wrecked in the backstretch. And then, on lap 165, Michael Christopher Jr. spun in turn 2. The overall winner of the Black's Tire 200 event was Corey Heim, a development driver for 2011 Racing in the NASCAR Cup Series, but a part-time driver for TRICON Garage, the exact team to which Heim drove for on a full-time basis in 2025 and won a record-shattering 12 races and the 2025 championship. Heim dominated Friday's truck event at Rockingham by leading 178 of 200 laps, and he fended off a late challenge from teammate Caden Honeycutt to win for the second time in only 3 part-time starts this season. And the victory was Heim's 25th of his career and the first at Rockingham. Here are the final results of the 2026 Black's Tire 200, where only 8 of 36 starters finished on the lead lap. Notably, last place finisher Chandler Smith in the 36th spot was initially credited with a 4th place finish, but he was demoted to the tail end of the final running order due to his entry failing the rear height requirements from the post-race technical procedure. Next, here is the standings following the first 5 events of the 2026 NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series season, where Caden Honeycutt leads the standings over Lane Riggs and Chandler Smith, the latter of whom had led the series standings prior to the conclusion of Friday's truck event at The Rock. Like the truck event, the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series event at Rockingham Speedway was determined through a single-car, single-round qualifying session that occurred on Friday, April 3rd. At the conclusion of the session, Corey Day, a development competitor for Hendrick Motorsports, qualified on the pole position for the first time ever for an O'Reilly event. Day won the pole position at 148.963 miles per hour in 22.717 seconds. Jesse Love, the defending O'Reilly Auto Parts Series champion, qualified in second place with a lap of 148.545 miles per hour in 22.781 seconds. The O'Reilly event, named the North Carolina Education Lottery 250, which occurred on Saturday, April 4th, spanned a total of 250 laps, with stage breaks occurring at lap 60 and 120 before concluding at lap 250. This event featured a total of 8 lead changes, with 6 competitors leading at least a lap. In addition, there were 7 occurrences of cautions for 44 laps. With 2 of the 7 cautions occurring due to stage breaks, the remaining 5 were generated by on-track incidents as highlighted on the slide. The competitor who experienced the roughest day between the cautions was Jeremy Clements, who spun on lap 93 and spun again on lap 174 before ultimately wrecking against the wall. The winner of the North Carolina Education Lottery 250 event was William Sawalich, a second-year O'Reilly competitor driving for Joe Gibbs Racing. Sawalich led 80 of 250 laps and beat teammate Brandon Jones to achieve his first career victory in his 42nd series start, and as a result, he became the 183rd competitor overall to win in the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series division. Here are the results of the 2026 North Carolina Education Lottery 250, where 21 of 38 starters finished on the lead lap. Next, here is the standings following the completion of 8 NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series events. Atop the list is Justin Allgaier, who leads by 126 points over last year's champion Jesse Love. Corey Heim's truck victory on Friday and William Sawalich's O'Reilly victory on Saturday capped off an eventful triple-header weekend of racing at The Rock, where earlier on Saturday, Tristan McGee won the ARCA Menard Series East event, and as a result, he is 2 for 2 in this series this season. Looking ahead, the Truck and O'Reilly divisions reunite with the Cup Series division for a triple-header weekend of racing at Bristol Motor Speedway in Bristol, Tennessee. The Trucks commences next weekend's activities at Bristol with the Tennessee Army National Guard 250 that will occur on Friday, April 10th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on FS1, NASCAR Racing Network, and SiriusXM. The O'Reilly division follows suit with the Suburban Propane 300 on Saturday, April 11th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the CW Network, PRN Radio, and SiriusXM. Lastly, the Cup Series division caps off the weekend with the Food City 500 on Sunday, April 12th at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on FS1, PRN, SiriusXM, and HBO Max. That's all for this episode. Have a great rest of your weekend, happy Easter, and see you on the next episode of Retro Motor Vibes.